1. Hold on tight.
Batman speaking. Warning all of you to brace yourselves for big news.
The biggest.
Tell them, Robin.
Holy superlatives, Batman. It's really exciting. Soon, very soon.
You want to make a hit record? I'll tell you what you do. You go to Cleveland. You order yourself up a brew. You look at the bubbles. You raise your glass. Take another drink. You watch the time pass and you go, ow! Shazam! Feeling grand, get some mosey into town. Raise hell all around, we're gonna have a good time. Damn, you better ham out the boogie till I'm blind. I got a $quarter wine, I wanna get myself primed. Running down the road, I got the back tire smoking. The highway is open, not a cop in sight. No red light flash, I'm gonna hamper my action. My path is clear, my timing's right. And I'm a skinny little boy from Cleveland, Ohio. I come to chase show women and drink your beer. Pop the top off a rolling rock, turn up that rock and roll. Don't lay no boogie woogie. Oh, I wanna hear that music in my soul. Second gear down Main Street, roaring into town. Women, grab your children, both the doors shut her down. Peeking out from windows while the men folk pray. They're speaking frightened whispers, hell, the weak ones faint. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it a demon in the air? A fire-breathing, baby-eating, mother-beating bear? Is it murder? Is it rape? Is it the Watergate tapes? Or a mere hallucination? Cause folks matter space, so it's a skinny little boy from Cleveland, Ohio. Who's come chase your women, drink your beer. My, here you are, you see him striding to the bar. He's got a girl on every arm and 3 or 4 to spare. Hell yeah, ain't he neat, dressed to kill from head to feet. The tavern quiets down and people stare in disbelief. He got the chrome-plated platforms 9 inches high. Batteries in the soles, neon lights on the side. A patent leather jacket with a picture on the back. It's Marilyn in the nude with a tattoo on her ass. That skinny little boy from Cleveland, Ohio's come to chase show women, drink your beer. Stand aside from the bar if you haven't come to drink. Throw your water in the sink, give me whiskey in my glass. The bourbon tastes mean, but it sure beats Listerine. To get your breath twice as clean, get your high twice as fast, run out of wild. Turkey Jack Daniels is fine. Keep your chin and tiny cold rib wine. Tequila in a pinch or even vodka's alright. I got a roaring in my ears, got a burning in my eyes, and I'm a skinny little boy from Cleveland, Ohio. Come drink your women and chase your beer. Good people, good people. Now you know my story, you're aware of my curse and how this decent model citizen was transformed by lust and thirst. Take heed of my warning, walk the straight and narrow trail, shun the gaily painted ladies, bright lights and booze. Wealthy, sitting all alone watching TV, home in bed, and your skin will start to prickle and your hands will start to sweat. You reach for the bottle just as sure as I stand. You raise it to your lips, you take a drink, and then Shazam, you're an ectomorphic young man from the Midwest, come to rape, pillage, and plunder all over flatland of Cleveland. Skinny little boy.
Godfried here. There was no one bigger when it mattered less. The man with the perfect face for radio. The tattooed madman psycho, Mike.
See, that's high. This is real, brother. This is wrestling.
To back up into the ring in just a moment or two for more exciting fucking action.
This match one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first from New Zealand, weighing 230 pounds, former World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion Pat O'Connor. His opponent from Minnesota, weighing 250 pounds, Heavyweight Champion of the World, Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Ric Flair moving out against Pat O'Connor. As I mentioned at the onset of the program, Pat O'Connor, of course, from New Zealand, the only New Zealander ever to win the World Heavyweight Championship, was 4 years in succession. The New Zealand heavyweight champion in the amateur ranks went on to become the British Empire champion before turning professional and coming to the United States, where 8 years after arriving in the States won the world title. But Pat O'Connor was the man who trained with your brother, Jerry, and trained with you, as a matter of fact, as well, in defensing the spinning toe hold that Dory Funk used to win the World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, that's certainly right. Pat O'Connor has been a great influence on Jack Briscoe's life and my life also, and in our professional wrestling career. He is the type of man that, you call on in the big games when the going gets tough. Pat O'Connor has a philosophy. You go in the ring every time, you work your hardest, you do your best, you apply the holds as hard as you can, and everything falls into place, and you're going to become a champion. That's a philosophy he lives by, and I truly believe Pat O'Connor can do anything that he says he can do.
There's certainly no question about that. A great all-around athlete. And of course, he's out there against today's very, very best in professional wrestling, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair. Here's a man who, we have said before, had so much going for him at birth. He is from an extremely wealthy family, went to private academies throughout his early schooling, and, of course, ended up going to the University of Minnesota. Beautiful move by Flair that time, caught him with that elbow coming off. O'Connor rolls to one side, and Flair, having his problems now with that elbow on O'Connor very quickly, hooks that arm was into the far side, and as O'Connor charged in, it was Flair driving that knee into the chest of Pat O'Connor. Now, front face lock on O'Connor as they're on the mat. O'Connor has that tremendous wealth of experience, the versatility of this man, a world traveler. You've got two just fantastically great competitors out here. But it was, it's interesting to know, Jerry, you and I and Jack, to an inside cradle and almost had him.
Well, that was a beautiful inside cradle right into a row. Ric Flair, we can see the muscle definition in his arms and in his back. This man is a tremendously strong young man. And when you're world's champion, not only is he strong, he has a vast knowledge of wrestling. But like you say, Pat O'Connor, he's well-traveled. And this is going to be a fantastic match.
Beautiful move, a takedown by O'Connor into a high bridge, and Ric Flair reversing that situation very quickly and keeping a variation of a crossface on O'Connor at this time. I started to say a moment ago, we're neighbors out in Odessa, and unless I missed my guess, I saw O'Connor's car out near Jack's the other day, and I'm just wondering if O'Connor's appearance here in Florida is coincidental, or is Jack in training with Pat again?
Well, Gordon, the oranges are in season, and Pat O'Connor likes that fresh squeezed juice, so he was out visiting Jack.
I see, okay, and that's apparently as much information as we're going to be able to divine at this point. O'Connor hooks him into a backslide, and it was Flair moving away from it. Ric Flair, tremendous competitor.
And as the fans can see, you can't go out and you can't defense Pat O'Connor. You got to stay strictly on offense at all time, because that's what Pat O'Connor does. Yeah, we've seen him several moves. A beautiful reversal on an arm whip there. Brings him right up over his back, and he's got Ric Flair reeling and rocking now. But Pat O'Connor is always an aggressive type man. He's out there all the time to capture that fall, and he would like nothing better than to defeat a Ric Flair.
Flair caught that time, dropped to both knees, and O'Connor moves in on him slowly but confidently. Catches him double arms back to the backslide once again. So O'Connor must feel that the best move against Flair might be to the upper body, and he's twice now tried that backslide for a possible pinning combination.
Well, he's applied that slide into a crucifix there, Gordon, and it seems that if O'Connor would slide his arms a little bit further up into the armpit there, it would give Flair less movement to kick out, as he has the two previous moves.
A clean break, but he caught O'Connor before O'Connor had a chance to get that leg pulled away from the ring ropes, and so now O'Connor having some problems with that left leg, and Ric Flair inside step over on the toe hold now has O'Connor back to the canvas. And, of course, with O'Connor's great reputation, Flair very wisely did not attempt to go for the spinning toe hold. I'm sure he realizes, because Flair is an extremely astute champion and has studied countless films. I'm sure he's well aware of the fact that O'Connor has really perfected the defense against the spinning toe hold.
Well, Pat O'Connor, being the international star he is, there you saw it. You called it, Gordon. Flair went for that spinning toe hold, and O'Connor quickly, he brought that foot up and was able to knock Flair off before he got the chance for the second spin.
Pat O'Connor now, a bruising forearm into the chest, now a short chopping right fist into the jaw now of Flair. And he's caught as O'Connor goes for the standing abdominal stretch. And it is Flair in trouble here now as O'Connor can... No, sir, look at Flair. Tremendous defensive effort by Ric Flair. Broke up what certainly would have been a submission hold, Jerry.
When you get the side crucifix on, as O'Connor had it on Flair, very few people come out. But once again, we call to the upper body strength. There's a sleeper hold by Pat O'Connor.
And Flair in trouble again as Pat O'Connor. All right, Flair broke from it, and O'Connor got him into that turnbuckle, and again, Flair brings him up. Belly to back suplex. And stunned him. He stunned him, no question about it. Belly to back, and I think O'Connor was trying to defense against the atomic knee drop, and Flair went for the suplex instead. Let me get over and have a word with Ric Flair. So Ric Flair, victorious over a former world heavyweight champion, Pat O'Connor. And, of course, Flair as the world heavyweight champion, traveling extensively, defending that title all over the world.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it's a miserable crime when the world champion comes down here to supposedly one of the greatest wrestling areas anywhere in the country, the greatest competition, and what do? They don't put me on TV with somebody to have a match with. They put me in there with a former world champion, Pat O'Connor. And don't tell me that championship wrestling from Florida isn't behind that. I know it, but you know what? Deep down, because I'm Ric Flair, I love it. Now, the reason I'm here, aside from the fact the people out there deserve an opportunity to see me, especially the young ladies that wait up nights dreaming about Ric Flair, I'm here because you got a match taking place today between Jack Briscoe, who your little sweetheart Barbara over there seems to favor. She likes to bring me out here and embarrass me, as you well remember, and Buzz Sawyer, two of the top contenders for Ric Flair's belt. Now, this is the World Championship, the most coveted trophy in all of wrestling. But for now, and probably for a long, long time, we will call it Ric Flair's gold belt. All right with you, sir?
Well,
thank you very much. Now, this match taking place today is to determine if I have to wrestle Briscoe or Sawyer, whether it be in Chicago, whether it be in St. Louis, Charlotte, North Carolina, or in St. Petersburg next week. They've got my name on a dotted line. And ladies and gentlemen, I know it's real hard for a lot of you to swallow this, but you are looking at the greatest piece of work to ever walk down that aisle, looking as only I can look, get in that ring, and I do it better for 60 minutes than any man ever. Briscoe, Rhodes, Funk, Sawyer, Jerry Briscoe. The list is endless. They all want to be where the Big Daddy is. Gordon, you tell them, no matter who wins, St. Petersburg going to have their eyes on the man.
There you have it, the comments from the NWA World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, Ric Flair is taking on all challengers. We'll be back in just a moment.
There's no need to fear. Psycho Mike is here.
Hey, this is the tattooed madman Psycho Mike. And if you don't want to get locked in a mental ward with me, you'll click like and hit subscribe now. Oh, yes, the tattooed madman Psycho Mike. And this has been my twisted world of Masters of Mayhem. Part-time crazy. 100% psycho. Thank you very much for joining me. See you on the next episode of Psycho Mike's Twisted World of Masters of Mayhem. So, stay sick, turn blue, scratch glass, climb walls, but most importantly, do it while you can. Don't get caught. And stay fucking crazy. Huh?
I want you to stay sick, turn blue, scratch glass, climb walls, but most importantly, do what you can, don't get caught. And stay fucking crazy. Son of a bitch.
I've seen your stupid videos. Actually, I'm lying. I haven't seen your stupid videos. I've heard about your stupid videos. From me to you, go fuck yourself.